So there's not really much to talk about while you're painting, except for, so I'm going to reminisce a little bit. I used to work with my dad one summer. Initially, my first job out of school was working in a bank for 6 years and wanted something different. So I worked for my dad for a summer painting, and so did my two brothers. They were not necessarily always productive. They were great at taking a paintbrush and dipping it, painting under the rung of one of the other people's ladders so that when you go up, you get it all over your hands. Well, sometimes my dad would walk by to check our work, and if he went up and grabbed that, it just wasn't as much fun. He didn't seem to appreciate our humor. I guess I'm not really a painter full time, but we do a lot of painting. I would be probably the fourth generation Grant painter. My dad did it for a long time, and his dad and his dad. Way back, oh man, he would talk about in the town where we live, there used to be a paint store, and they would mix the paint. It was lead. They'd have these great big vats, and they would mix however many gallons they needed. I had another uncle that was a large painting contractor that would travel by train from Lindenville, where we live, down to White River Junction, which is about an hour south. And the crew would stay down there and paint. Anyway, I'm rambling on a little bit, but it's kind of, your mind wanders while you're painting. A little bit. During breaks, we had these shorter, they were 16-foot extension ladders. We'd separate them. During break, we'd go out on the lawn wherever we were working, and we'd see who could stand the ladder up and climb up over the top and come down the other side, kind of thing. I was never had very good balance, so I never won. My dad would always say, don't daub, like don't do this. Take long strokes, even all the way across. That way you don't get a buildup of drips and runs. Watching paint dry is kind of like watching grass grow, I guess. Back in the 1970s is when I worked with my dad, and he got the job to paint the soffits, the jets, all the way around a 3-story building. I was not used to ladders. He had a 3-section wood 60-foot ladder. The third section is about 2/3 the width of this. So by the time you get up there, it was probably 40 feet up there. The wooden ladder's just going in and out like that. We'd have a little hook to set the paint can onto the rung. It took me 5 minutes to get up there, probably, to do just a little 2-foot section. And when I got up there, I was holding on for dear life. I hung the bucket, and that's all I could do. I hung the paintbrush, had a little clip to hold the brush. It took me another 5 minutes to get all the way down. I said, Dad, I guess I'm done. Couldn't do it. He just smiled. He was a really easygoing guy. Most of the time, except when you painted a rung. Or paint the back of a paintbrush handle. That's another great one. We had fun, though. We come from kind of a musical family. That was kind of fun way back. Back in, when I was in grade school in the 1960s, we used to have a family reunion. They'd actually had enough, there were easily over 100 to 200 people, and they would have a parade. And they had the Grant Fife and Drum Corps. My grandfather would play a snare drum. Some of the others had fifes, and they would play. That was quite a thing. And have a barbecue. Wow, listen to me reminiscing. I bet a lot of you guys, people, folks, ladies, everybody have some good stories of way back. Wouldn't mind hearing them. Back down, move the ladder. My dad would always say, keep a wet edge. Whenever you're painting across, you can paint as many clapboards down as you can keep. If it's we're on the shady side today, so it's cool, so it's not hardening or drying really quick. So I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 rows. That seems to be a good amount. Can hear some wild turkeys in the background. Wonder if they'll come up here. No, I guess those are chickens. Or the neighbor's kids. Just a couple more pieces to finish this side. Then we'll move over to the gable end. And that's the last bit, except for a little bit of gable on the other gable end.
And here we go.
Okay, this is it. This is the final day for this video. Taking down the antenna. They bought a smaller one. This one is a great antenna for them. It picked up over 30 channels. So they're going to kind of miss that, but I think they're replacing it with something else. So we're going to go up and we've already second coat painted that side as well as underneath. So we're going to do that part. We've second coated most of the view side, and we have a little bit more siding to put on downstairs under the woodshed inside. So we're going to do that. Towards the end of the day today, we'll do a quick fly around and just give you a view all the way around. What a beautiful spot. It's just so quiet up here. I love it. Holy smokes, Batman. We are about to enjoy, what are these? Scones? Scones with lemon glaze and blueberries. I'm pretty sure they're very healthy. Oh my head.
Where's your pack?
I know.
What? We're close up of this?
There's so many bugs.
You guys are going to wish you had some of that, eh? Here's a moment. That antenna is coming down. It's been up there for years. They are changing to something different. So we will, of course, attempt to be safe about that. So here we go. So we have to remove 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. I'll go up there and wait. I'll cut the wires up there so that they can have all the length attainable to mankind. Okay, de-screw it.
Yeah.
They're not heavy, so it's not heavy, so I can hold it.
Don't drop. Good. Push a little more.
What's that?
So a little more this way. There you go. Sure. Anyway, there's clear. Let's toss it, right?
No. Actually, he said he wanted to save it.
So,
I'll come down closer. What's it caught on? Oh.
everything.
Okay.
Watch that.
Boop, 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 boop. You can take that ladder down if you want. Or, well, you got it?
Not yet.
Okay. Come down a little bit more.
Okay.
Yep.
Try to tip. Hey, Chad. Can I tip that end to you?
Which end?
This end down to you?
Yep.
Okay, I don't have much weight. I'm just steadying it.
Me too.
No, you're holding the whole
I
thing.
don't think I am. Give it a steady percent.
Okay.
Going down.
It's like a prickly porcupine, eh? Going right down over the railing a little bit to.
Sure. I think Chad's got it. I don't. All right, all of us?
Okay, I am letting go.
All right, me too.
You're owning it.
So Chad's.
Look at that. There it is. On the new antenna.
Want to see Tony up here on the deck? No. Now what? Huh?
One of us needs to go down and receive it, eh? Let me see if I can get down here. Why does it say Pelican? Dan.
There you go. Right over here.
Man, I'm picking up all kinds of signals now.
Do you need me down there to help, or
Probably. What do you want?
out in the lawn?
You let go, Chad. Anytime.
All right, toss
Chad,
it.
let go.
Tabor toss.
Oh, don't let go. Don't let go.
So we are like 96% done. We still have to do the fascia all the way around. And we have just a little bit more clapboard, but I'm going to close this out as the final episode to this project. We'll do a fly around and see what we can see. Thanks for watching, by the way. I really appreciate you guys. If you're not a subscriber, appreciate it if you would subscribe. Leave a comment, hit the like button, tap that bell because that does notify you when a video comes out. Thanks again. Also, check out my new channel, Ken's Scenic Journeys. There's a link in the description box so that you can go right to it. There's a new video out today.